Closing in on first pitch this evening from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, it's an AL Eastern Division matchup between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees.
And now, your 2021
It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Yankees.
David Wells gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Joey Wendell digs in now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Joey Wendell.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Manuel Margot comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That misses. 2-0. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Bases are empty, one man out. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Austin Meadows is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1. No offer at that point. It's a cold strike. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Tyler Glasnow will be the starter for the Rays in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks. And that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Bernie Williams is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things I guess with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes, battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He's going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Ball 2.
Now this guy's a grinder, fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And now the first pitch. Ricky Henderson is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
High in the air out to center field. Margot on his horse. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Second inning upcoming here in the Bronx with no score. Here's Randy Arozarena. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The designated hitter.
And that's in there for strike 1.
Arozarena.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Willie Adames comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Ball 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The first baseman, G-Man Choi.
So 2 out, nobody on, and that brings up the corner infielder G-Man Choi. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
In there, 2-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Michael Brasso would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. So here is Darryl Strawberry. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First delivery to him. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Kiermaier's got a read on it. 1 down.
Batting 6th.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
High and deep down the left field line.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
A 1 pitch on its way. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there. And the pitch. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Now the pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Line drive base hit. So it's a 1-out base knock for him here in the second. Good time to check out the league leaders in hits. And as you can see, he currently ranks 2nd in the AL in that department. The next batter is Alfonso Soriano, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. And that misses 1-1.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
1-1. Here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. Raines stands at first with 1 out. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Three and 1 now. Jorge Posada, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
And ready for his first at-bat, Jorge Posada, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. A ball and no strikes.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
2-0 now. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it,
it's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And the run will cross to make this a 1-0 Yankee lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. No balls and a strike to count. Runners are at first and third, one away. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 4th home run for him on the season. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
That's what I love about baseball. The pitch before, he looked absolutely foolish. But he gathered himself, stayed with the plan, and the next pitch he goes yard. Every pitch is another chance.
Now batting.
So now to the plate, Derek Jeter, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Base hit into right center. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. At the plate now, Bernie Williams, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-1 on its way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Fouled off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 3-2 one more time. 4 runs here in this half inning. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Full count, here it comes. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 1-1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball.
As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Ricky Henderson.
Brendan McKay enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
Brendan McKay.
Standing in now, Ricky Henderson. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 1 here in the early going. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Martinez at second with 2 down. Hit the other way out toward right field. Meadows is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Yankees are out in front, 5-0. Mike Brasso digging in at the plate. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Francisco Mejia stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. He'll get it into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Kevin Kiermaier is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Fouled away.
Oh, man, that's a frustrating one as a hitter. That pitcher missed right there. He did not want to hang that breaking ball with 2 strikes, and you foul it away. You have to regroup. You're not seeing that again.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Kevin Kiermaier goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Joey Wendell's at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. And he falls behind 0-2. And he fouls this one off. 2 out here and a runner at second. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Williams able to track it down for the 3rd out. Rays strand just the 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. And we're back for the bottom of the 3rd. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Darryl Strawberry. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Ray.
In now, Tim Raines, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box, Alfonso Soriano. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Jorge Posada.
Next to dig in, Jorge Posada, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. High and deep to left center field. Margot is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, Wade.
So now here is Wade Boggs. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
In the last at-bat, that breaking ball was really up in the zone. Not a good spot for a pitcher to throw the off-speed pitch. If he wants to come back and throw that in this at-bat, he better get it down below the knees.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw to first ends the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run home run. We're through 3 in the Bronx. It's the 7, the Rays nothing. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot as we begin the top of the 4th.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at-bat at a time.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting. The right
One
fielder,
out here in the Tampa Bay fourth, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. Popped up. Barnes is there for it. He's got it, and there are two down now.
The bat.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Randy Arozarena. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1. Ball 4. So next to hit is Willie Adames. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Martinez is there. He handles it easily, and the inning is over. One left for Tampa. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. And stepping in, Derek Jeter. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Derek Jeter.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Jeter is exactly a .260 hitter. Two-0 now. Liner towards second. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Bernie Williams is in for the third time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through for this first base hit in this one. He'll hold at second, and there are two aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Tino Martinez is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Jeter at second. Williams on at first with nobody out. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Ricky Henderson. No hits to this point. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
On the ground to second base. This could be two. There's one, but they won't get two as he beats the relay to first.
Now batting.
The next next. Cecil Fielder. See what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 8-0.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Dero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. Memories being made. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ji-Man Choi is in for the 2nd time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. That's to the left and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high. Into the 2nd deck and gone.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Michael Brasso is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swing and a chopper to the left side. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the 1st out of the inning.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the catcher, Francisco.
So stepping in is Francisco Mejia. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And it's gone.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Kevin Kiermaier will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting. The 2nd
2 down, no one on base. And digging in next will be Joey Wendell. Lays off 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
1 ball.
And it's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count still at 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And it's fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Fouled away. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And he fouls this one off. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. He'll try again, 1-2. And And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Michael Walker gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Now the first pitch. Alfonso Soriano is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Jorge.
Stepping in now, Jorge Posada batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Soriano on at first, nobody out. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the stretch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Shortstop, Derek.
Next to stand in is Derek Jeter, singled in his last at bat. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Hit in the air down the right field line. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And over to third now is the runner.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. He lays off, and that's outside, ball 4. They're at the corners now here with 2 away. Digging in next, Bernie Williams, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
I'm so impressed with him and his ability to hit from both sides of the dish. I mean, we've all seen guys that do it, but really, they usually struggle from one side of the plate or the other. Not him, though. He's a true switch hitter who has a lot of success from either side of the box.
Right side, but it's well foul. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. 8 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes. That will retire the side. Yanks. Now at the plate here is Manuel Margot. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Fouled off. Another 0-2 coming. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Up next for the Rays, Austin Meadows. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see, he currently ranks second in the AL in that department. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Yankees lead this one 8-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Tino Martinez.
The first baseman, Tino Martinez.
Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Oh, this is what you get fired up for right here. Hard fastball against a power hitter. I know he was late right there, but if he comes back, this one might not come back.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I think you could have an argument for that first pitch that it could have been off the plate, but there was certainly no debate with that one. That missed by a ton.
High in the air down the right field line. Meadows has it, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ricky Henderson. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So that's their 12th hit of the ballgame so far. And although this isn't a stat that's referred to all that often, we'll take a look at the season-long total for hits by a team. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Cecil Fielder is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. And that one yanked just foul. Henderson leads off first with 1 away. Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
The 1-2 pitch. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Waka a check at first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Runners on first with 1 down. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Next for New York, Tim Raines. He flew out in his last debut. Here's the first pitch to him. 2 out with the man at first. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And boy, well hit, but out of play into the stands in deep right. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
So now to the plate, Alfonso Soriano. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And it's out of here. Back-to-back two-out home runs. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers, but there is a need for a short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
Peter Fairbanks gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate now, Jorge Posada, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Here's another 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. 3 runs already home here. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Pulled toward right center field. Margot's under it. And that retires the side. So 2. New inning set to get underway, and stepping up as the shortstop, Willie Adames, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And he struck him out, and there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Now batting.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Stepping in once again is Michael Brasso. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Into the box now, Francisco Mejia.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. And it's fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning.
Please join us for the traditional.
One for the Rays on the solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Yankees 11 and the Rays.
Leading off for the Yankees, the third baseman, Wade.
First offering on its way as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Derek Jeter. First pitch on its way. Swing and a little blooper to center. Wendell onto the grass. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
Next up is Bernie Williams. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Just hung in there on that one. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Kevin Kiermaier is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon.
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Lanes is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out.
Center field, number 13.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here, as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. Jeff Nelson enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Not too much bite on the breaking ball that time, as it's well off the outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Down in order go the Rays. Now into the box, Tino Martinez flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The left fielder, Ricky.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Ricky Henderson. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
To the plate now, Cecil Fielder as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. 2 out, nobody on. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. He's set and the 2-1 pitch. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective.
Well, leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. 1. And now in the box, Austin Meadows starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Randy Arozarena. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Oh, he couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
That's not really where you want to miss right there. I know this guy's got power stuff, but you can't live in the middle of the plate against this lineup and expect to have success.
And he misses again, ball 3. Ji-Man Choi would be next. Line to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Just a nice, clean single right there. And I know it's not going to probably make a ton of difference in this game. But one thing I love about the competitive fire right there is I don't care what the scoreboard is. We do not give away at bats. And he certainly didn't right there.
Well thrown sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row, but you can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a liner. A dive, but it's off his glove. The throw into second. And he is out at second base. And, partner, that's going to do it for this one.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
11-5, the final tally in this one. New York, with their 50th team win, tops in the division. David Wells gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year, striking out 12 in the process. Tyler Glasnow was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and